Hello everyone and welcome to the second episode of Reeky's World. In between episodes I've been doing a lot of wandering, a lot of exploring, trying to find a place where I'd like to put my permanent base, and I think I found it. So for the first part of the episode, we're going to be moving all of this stuff, all of this little base, over there, over off into the distance, to the spot where I picked, and so I think I'm going to get started on that, and then once we're over there, I'll check back in with you. So we'll see you then. Alright everyone, so here it is. I'm about 1,000 blocks away from where my little hut was. It's off in that direction. Hope you weren't expecting anything special. I decided to go with plains biome because it's pretty simple and it leaves me open to almost any options for a theme of base. I haven't really decided what kind of a theme I'm going for yet. I have a couple of ideas, but I'm just kind of still trying to pick the best one. Also, it's pretty good because there's a village right over here, which should help me with the start game here, so that I can get leveled up pretty quick by trading with the villagers and having them do some farming for me. But for now, I'm just going to build a little starter base, probably right down here in this little, in the little basin right next to the village, and then I will get back to you on what the rest of the plans are. So I thought I'd just check in with you guys. It's actually been quite a while. It's the next day in real life. Last night I went out to dinner with my family and just kind of left this here. But I've been working for probably an hour or an hour and a half maybe on my little kind of starter base just to get us going. I'm pretty happy with it. So right now I've just I've grown some trees so that I can make some wood. Now I'm trying to get the leaves because I need those for decoration. But so that is kind of my little starter base down there. Let me get down to it. It'll be a lot easier to show you. I'm just gonna. Now you may be wondering. Doesn't look like there's any spruce in that build. Why do you have giant spruce trees? Well, so that's the secret. I kind of wanted a base that looks pretty small from the outside, but then once you get in there, it's like pretty big, you know. So let me just grab all this stuff, and I'm gonna show you what I've done so far. So I decided it'd probably be good to wrap some sugarcane around because I need the sugarcane. So kind of farming it. I haven't picked it up in a while. But you walk through here. It's pretty open. So yeah, I'm vulnerable to mobs. But you go down this little trapdoor, and I'm still working on it right now. But this is kind of my little layout, my plan. In where the stone is right here is going to be some of this, what's that called? It is polished granite. And then I still haven't figured out what I'm doing on the roof, but there's leaves down in the sides here, and underneath those leaves will be torches so that it gives some light into the room. There's some stone, obviously the spruce is here, but I think I'm just going to finish this, move my stuff down, and then I might check back in. I'm not super worried about the village anymore with like nighttime and stuff. I have blocked in, there's like 3 villagers in this house. Oh, there's a guy. It's like there's so many cartographers and librarians in this village. But there's 3 villagers in this house. There's like 2 villagers. Yeah, there's a cleric and I think that's a blacksmith in here, and I blocked that off. And I should probably put some more blocks around the door because they're not very smart. And then yeah, I think that's all the villagers that I've trapped in. but there's just a bunch of librarians wandering around. Nothing like super insane. I mean, Silk Touch is pretty good, but I'm not too worried about Silk Touch. There's lots of cartographers, though, and I think the guy in here is a cartographer, but it doesn't matter because later on in this episode, I plan on, wow, that's loud. Okay, pal, you don't need to click the door. Later on in this episode, I plan on building a small villager breeder, just to kind of get things going for the villager trading. But anyways, I'm going to get back to building my little starter base, and then once I'm done, I'll check in with you guys. So I'm going to go to it. Alright, welcome back. I took a break for dinner, actually, just a while ago, but I did end up finishing my little starter base down here. As you can see, I moved all of that stuff down. I built a little sugarcane farm. You'll probably see a little clip of me harvesting it. And I know it's not like super efficient or anything, but I just need some sugarcane. Got to get that full enchanting set up. Anyways, so here's the big reveal. Ta-da! I went with just some normal stone half slabs on the roof. This right here, this area, is actually light level low enough. Yeah, if you see light, it has light level 6. So mobs can actually spawn in here. But I'm hoping they won't. I could put down a torch, but then it kind of looks nasty. You don't see any torches because they're all hidden under these leaves here on the side. I kind of went overkill. I put 9 furnaces, 3 anvils. That's overkill. And then I put in the droppers here to fill in that extra spot. But I think that's gonna work pretty well. I don't have a lot to fill in yet, but I'm prepared when I get all that stuff. There's 4 crafting tables right here, and then when I get the full enchanting, I'm going to push the enchanting table down 1 more, get rid of all of this, move it all down, so that I can have the 30 level enchanting set up. I was talking about the villagers last clip, and I ended up just walking around and putting them all inside little boxes. So there was actually a guy standing in the corner over here. He's now in a little cobblestone box. There's 3 in this house, so that's 4. There's 1 in this box, 5. 1 in here, 6. There's 2 in this house, 7 and 8. And then there's 9 and 10 down here in this one. And I gave these guys some potatoes in it. Did I just hear a baby villager? I think I did. I gave them some potatoes so that they might breed. There's 1, 2. Oh, I thought I heard a little baby villager. I'm hearing what sounds like a baby villager. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, next thing to do is, well, first of all, right now, is to sleep. And then I think I'm going to put together a villager breeder, which it seems like a lot of work. Villagers are not my specialty. I have a real hard time with villagers. We don't get along very well. Wow, this place is really bright at night. Oh crap, did you hear that? Baby zombie? Okay, well, so I'm going to get that started, and then I'll check back in. Alright, progress update. I just got this, the main part of the villager breeder done. Now all I have to do is get another villager up somewhere in the sky with some doors, so that these guys think that they have a village. Oh, I don't know where my pick went. It's all gone. Yeah, but then you just throw the carrots in here. Look at how many white goats there are. Jeez Louise. Yeah, so then I'll just throw whatever, the carrots, the potatoes, the wheat, you know, whatever they want. I'll just feed it right in there, and then the little baby villagers will pop out of this little bottom area down here, and they'll land in here, and I need to prepare this down here and make some kind of villager holding cell. I might carry them up a little bit and have like a little platform up in the sky, so it's like not as easy for mobs to get up there and stuff. Yeah, so I just have one more guy to move, and then I will then this will be fully functional. So I'm gonna get him moved, I'm gonna build that thing, and then I'll be back. Alright, another progress update. Got the guy up in the sky with his doors. All of these guys, that makes him a registered village. And this guy keeps walking over to under here, which is a good sign. I took all of the doors out of this village, so now it's just a couple of huts. I might take it down in the future, I don't know, and then just like level everything out. But so now I think I'm going to make a little collection area for the baby villagers. So I'm going to go down to my base and dig over, and I decided to make it so that they go down, so when I go into my base I can just call a villager, and it'll be there, and I can just trade with it without having to leave my base area, just underneath in the ground. So I'm gonna go and then dig up under here and make a little trap for all the baby villagers to fall down into, and once I've dug that little hole, I'll probably check back in, so I'll see you then. Okay, so I just finished digging this tunnel right to the bottom of the villager breeder. So once the big villagers up there breed, then they drop their baby villagers. They'll land down here in some kind of water collection, so that they don't take any damage. But it's really not that far from my base here. So I just put a little entrance in the wall here, and it probably won't be the only thing. This tunnel won't be just going off to the villager trading area. There will probably be a couple other stuff that I'll have it branch off to, so that it's not just a single use. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna call it for today on the villager breeder, and then the next thing I want to do is make an AFK fish farm, because if you can get one of those up, it gets you pretty far in the game pretty quick. So I'm going to look up some designs, and then I'll probably dig into the wall over here and put my maybe I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna put it and what design I'm gonna use. But once I figure that out, I'll be back. Alright, so I just went ahead and built the fish farm, and I put it over here. So this is just a really simple design that I am using. Nothing special. I did build a temporary trap for the baby villagers if they decided they wanted to spawn in. I've been giving the villagers food, but it's not a lot, so I don't expect there to be any baby villagers quite yet. But I think I'm going to call it here for this episode. I've done quite a lot so far. Well, we've done quite a lot in this episode. I moved my base all the way over here. Built this pretty neat starter base, I think. And got the villager breeder going. And built an AFK fish farm. So that's not bad for one episode. That wandering villager, I felt bad for him, so I put him in this little cobblestone hut so that he doesn't get killed. I don't know, whatever. In between cuts, I got blown up by a creeper right here, which kind of sucks. I was out trying to get some string. I was killing some spiders so that I could get some string for my fishing farm and for my fishing poles. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm gonna AFK overnight in here and see what we can get. And yeah, well, thanks for tuning in. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like. If you really loved the video, then go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to start putting out videos every week now that I have more time. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.